It's 2:30 p.m. You're staring at your screen, reading the same sentence for the fourth time. Your eyelids feel like they're made of concrete, and that third cup of coffee isn't doing anything except making your heart race while your brain stays foggy. Sound familiar? Here's the thing. That afternoon crash you've been battling isn't about what you ate for lunch or how much caffeine you've had. It's a sleep problem hiding in plain sight. And by the end of this video, you'll have a simple 3-step system to eliminate that crash completely, without napping, without more coffee, and without overhauling your entire life. Here's exactly how. B-roll. Person yawning at desk, rubbing eyes, reaching for energy drink. So why does this happen? Every single afternoon, like clockwork, your energy tanks. You've tried everything. You switched to green tea because someone told you it gives cleaner energy. You started eating lighter lunches, maybe just a salad. You even tried those 20-minute power naps that productivity gurus swear by. And maybe these helped for a day or two. But the crash keeps coming back because you're treating the symptom, not the cause. Here's what nobody tells you. Your afternoon crash was actually determined hours earlier while you were still asleep. The quality and timing of your sleep the night before sets up your entire energy architecture for the following day. And most of us are unknowingly sabotaging that architecture in ways that seem completely harmless. Let me explain what's actually happening in your body. B-roll, animation, or graphic of circadian rhythm wave. Think of your energy like a wave, not a battery. Most people imagine energy as something that drains throughout the day and needs recharging. But your body actually runs on a rhythm, a predictable wave that rises and falls based on your internal clock. Research from the National Institutes of Health shows that your body has a natural dip in alertness that occurs roughly 7 to 8 hours after you wake up. This is called the post-lunch dip, but here's the surprising part. It happens whether you eat lunch or not. It's hardwired into your biology. Now here's the aha moment. The depth of that dip, how far your energy crashes, is directly determined by something called your sleep pressure from the night before. If you didn't get quality deep sleep, or if your sleep timing was off, that afternoon dip becomes an afternoon cliff. B-roll, graph showing shallow versus deep afternoon energy dip. So fighting the crash with caffeine or sugar is like trying to flatten a wave by yelling at the ocean. You need to change what's creating the wave in the first place. Here's the 3-step system I call the crash-proof protocol. The first step is the 10-10 anchor. The action is simple. Wake up at the same time every day, yes, including weekends, and get bright light exposure within 10 minutes of waking for at least 10 minutes. Why this works? Morning light exposure sets your circadian clock and determines when your energy peaks and dips will occur. Irregular wake times create what sleep scientists call social jet lag, and it makes your afternoon dip unpredictable and severe. The tool: set a non-negotiable alarm, not for when you need to wake up, but for when you need to be outside or by a window. I use a sunrise alarm clock that makes this automatic. They're about $20 online and completely change my mornings. B-roll, person stepping outside in morning light, sunrise alarm clock turning on. The second step is the 90-minute buffer. The action: stop all caffeine consumption at least 8 hours before bed, and stop eating large meals 3 hours before bed. Here's a personal confession. When I first tried optimizing my sleep, I failed completely because I thought my 2 p.m. coffee was safe. I go to bed at 10. 8 hours, right? Wrong. Caffeine has a half-life of 5 to 6 hours, meaning half of it is still in your system. I was essentially poisoning my deep sleep every single night and wondering why 3 p.m. hit me like a truck. This works. Caffeine and late digestion both reduce the amount of restorative deep sleep you get, which directly increases the severity of next day's energy crash. The hack: set a daily alarm on your phone called Last Call. Mine goes off at 1 p.m. When it rings, caffeine window closes. No decisions, no willpower required. The third step is the cool-down trigger. The action: lower your bedroom temperature to 65 to 68 degrees Celsius, 18 to 22 degrees Celsius, and take a warm shower 60-90 minutes before bed. Why this works: your body needs to drop its core temperature by about 2 to 3 degrees to initiate quality sleep. A warm shower seems counterintuitive, but it draws blood to your skin's surface, which actually accelerates cooling when you get out. The tool: get a cheap programmable thermostat, or even a simple outlet timer connected to a fan. Set it to kick on an hour before bed. Environment change becomes automatic. B-roll, thermostat being adjusted, person relaxing after shower. Now here's the crucial piece that will make or break this entire system. Don't try to implement all 3 steps at once. Your brain will resist. Pick just the 10 to 10 anchor for the first week. Make it automatic, then add the buffer. Then the cool down. Stack them slowly. The people who fail at this try to overhaul everything on Monday and quit by Wednesday. The people who succeed build 1 brick at a time. If you follow this protocol, here's what you'll notice within 7 days. You will notice that 2:30 p.m. feels different. Not wired, not crashed, just steady. You will notice that you're actually finishing tasks in the afternoon that used to drag into evening. You will notice waking up feels less like crawling out of quicksand. And compounding over weeks, you'll realize you've reclaimed 2 to 3 hours of productive energy every single day. That's not a small change. That's a different life. If this helped you understand why your energy crashes and what to do about it, hit that like button. It genuinely helps this video reach more people who are stuck in the same cycle. And subscribe if you want to keep optimizing. Next week, I'm breaking down the morning routine that builds on this protocol. Specifically, the first 60 minutes after waking that determine your focus for the entire day. If afternoon energy is the foundation, morning routine is the architecture. You're going to want to see that one. B-roll, person waking up energized, stretching with morning light coming through window. Until then, remember this. You don't fix the afternoon. You fix the night before. See you in the next one.